Realtree's Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by Cabela's, Cuddyback, America's Best Bowstrings, Drake Non-Typical, Easton Arrows, Frigid Forage, Fuse, Grizzly Coolers, Hoyt, Hoyman Tree Saws, Lone Wolf Tree Stands, Nikon, Ozonics, Redneck Blinds, RTP Outdoors, Spot Hog Releases, Wasp Archery, Viking Solutions, and Realtree.
So today is August 25th. I'm finally making it back out here to what's been my biggest project of this off season, which is this internal food plot, which is right in front of the tree stand I've killed my buck 2 out of the last 3 seasons, the stand that I call the Twig. And I'm pleasantly surprised with how good it looks. I've sprayed this about 3 weeks ago, and I got a really good kill out of it. And the goal of today is to get some seed in the ground. It's maybe a little bit early to be doing autumn quick plot right now, but I'm actually going to do 2 separate seedings on this plot. The reason being with that is that this is a very secluded plot. It's back in the timber. I'm not sure I'm going to get a ton of sunlight, and so one thing that I know that's going to do really well in those shaded areas is that pure trophy clover, which I'm going to do 2 separate seedings. I'm going to do the autumn quick plot today and probably come back maybe a week or 2 from now, kind of depending on the rainfall probably, and try to do another clover seeding as well. But I'm really excited with how this plot looks. I got a really good kill, like I said. And I really think that this plot is going to give me the opportunity to maybe kill one of those hit list bucks. I just think it sets up really well. It's not designed that this plot's not going to put out a tonnage of food. You know, it's not going to have a mass quantity of food. But if I can get those does to stop by and kind of check this plot out, you know, the bucks are going to follow. And I think that this stand specifically has proven that in the past.
Hey guys, welcome to Midwest Whitetail. John Lindstrom here, and today we're in eastern Iowa. We're at my uncle's farm, and today's mission is to, one, we're going to check the food plots, make sure everything's good to go there, and then we're also going to be checking our access, making sure it's clear, checking our plot screen so we can get in here without disturbing the deer, and then also we're going to check those stands that we have and make sure they're safe and ready to go for the season. So the bucks we're after on this property, we have a buck we call Skinny. We have 2 years of history with him. We believe he'll be 5 this year. He was a 10 last year. We think he's going to turn into a 12. Should be a really impressive deer. And then another buck we call Hawkeye. He came in last year around the rut and stuck with us pretty much the whole late season. Really impressive mainframe 9-pointer. Another buck we hope that's going to make that big jump from 4 to 5. Should be really exciting to see what he has. And then we have another buck called Packer, probably 4+ years of history with him. My uncle, my cousin, and I have all seen him and passed on him multiple times when he was younger. So he's a really cool buck we'd like to get. Just having those years of history is always pretty fun. So that wraps up today's trip on my uncle's farm here. Saw a lot of good things. Food plots are looking great. Everything is looking pretty ready for the season. So we'll get those cameras out soon, get an idea of what's living here. Should be a great year this year. We had a lot of rainfall. Food plots are looking great. Everything's healthy. So really excited going into this year.
Welcome Midwest Whitetail to Heartland. Matt and I made it over to Fulton County this weekend here and hooked up with Justin Hillman and Aaron Zobrist and helped them out on a couple of their properties that they have over here, working on some cutty link stuff and some stand placement, and just did a lot of filming and had a lot of fun this weekend. It's opening weekend of dove season, so we got into some dove shoots, and probably before the weekend's up we'll try to get into a few more of those and just have a good time with that. Justin's farms are only, at maybe 10 to 15 miles away from our friend Brad's farm that we hunted at last year and had some hunts that we brought to you there over in Fulton County. So Matt and I went over there, checked some food plots, made sure everything was progressing well, and just kind of went around the farm a little bit. There's been a lot of good rains over here finally over the last couple weeks. That's really saved a lot of plots in this area, kind of getting things greened up. So we'll finish off the weekend here and just kind of having some fun together and getting in some more dove hunting and hanging out a little bit. And Justin's got some more projects yet to go before the season starts, but we're really looking forward to season getting here.
Yeah, this is my first year with the Midwest Whitetail Pro staff, so I'm really excited about getting in front of the camera this year and sharing some of our hunts and stories. So we've got 2 farms here and another farm just down the way, so hopefully we can bring you some nice footage. We're big into land management and deer management, so hopefully we can share some tips and some knowledge with you guys, but just really looking forward to the year and bringing some cool footage. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching Midwest Whitetail, the Heartland.
Welcome back to Midwest Whitetail, the Heartland Show. It is September 5th, and which means that October 1st opener is going to be here before we know it. Me, Kaleb, and Levi have been doing a lot of work this summer getting things ready. I know we're all ready to hit the woods, but what we're really focused on right now is youth season, and that's going to be coming up here in the next 10 days. It opens September 15th, and Kaleb and I both have some youth lined up. I'm going to be taking my nephew Donovan out this year on a property that he actually shot his first turkey on this past spring. This is a property that I've never been able to deer hunt before, but I talked to the landowner, and he was willing to let me take my nephew in there to try and shoot his first deer youth season. So I'm thankful for that, and I'm actually, as soon as I got permission, we went in there and put up some cameras and did some scouting, and Kaleb and I actually went in there about a month ago and sat on some hay bales and filmed 2 really good bucks come out of a draw. And right, basically just where we sat was where I'm thinking about putting a blind. So we saw those bucks, filmed a couple other good ones, and then checked cameras after that, and there's some really good bucks on there, some real nice ones, and then actually the same 2 that we got film of. And then I mean, if any of the bucks show themselves, I'm gonna let my nephew pull the trigger. Got to keep it fun for him. There's 2 real big ones in there, but other than that, I took him out about a week ago and had him shooting the 22. He's never shot with a scope before, so I wanted to get him trying something a little bit less intimidating, get him comfortable shooting with the scope, and he was doing a great job. So next weekend we're gonna get him out with the muzzleloader, or this weekend actually, the muzzleloader, and get him comfortable with that, so that way when we're hunting here in a couple weeks, he's confident and ready to pull the trigger and confident that he can harvest a deer. That's what it's all about. And so that's my plan going forward this youth season. I know Kaleb's got a good plan ahead of him, so I'll let him talk about that.
Yeah, so pretty much starting all the way back to July 1st, I set out on a fence row and tried looking for some deer, and luckily enough, 2 really nice mature 10 points stepped out. And I've been progressively watching these deer more and more, and it seems that they've kept their pattern all the way up until last week, and they're still holding this pattern today. I saw them up on that field. Last week, Collins and I went out there, and it looked like the taller brow tine 10 point lost his velvet already, and the deer actually walked probably 15 yards from the stand that we'll be sitting in. And I'll actually be bringing my cousin, and he shot his first deer last year, which was really fun to be a part of, and I can't wait to get him back out here this next weekend and see if we can get some brown on the ground. And this coming weekend, I definitely need to get him out there. We need to start practicing with the muzzleloader again and just wipe the rust off and get ready for hopefully pulling a nice rack here this coming weekend.
Yeah, so like we said, that's kind of our focus right now, getting those youth out. Youth season's coming up, so I mean, we're gonna hopefully next time you guys see us, we're out in the field sitting in the blind with a couple of youth kids, and if we're lucky we can maybe have some success, and we're looking forward to bringing all the action to you, whether it's sitting behind a deer or just having fun in the blind with them. That's what it's about, keeping it fun for them. So we're really excited about that, and thank you guys for watching Midwest Whitetail, the Heartland Show.